Hey everyone, Knights here and welcome to the series 4 of Unreal Engine 4 Basic Graphics Interface Sensual series. What we'll be making today is that finishing up our option menu system for the shadow quality and the post processing, and by said also adding some pause menu system to our script. So actually this should make some real cool stuffs in your scene, like some pop-up menu in the modern games. By said, let's hop into that. Go ahead and open up your engine and launch the option quality. Mine is under the content. If you look at this, we have done pretty much about the FPS quality and anti-aliasing. Actually, we will be making a shadow quality and a post processing to work. So what I am going to do here is that let's hop into the button right here. How you need to click button is, I'm going to just zoom inside that. You will see that this is the text. If you go up over to the outward line of the button, you can select the button and scroll all the way to the on, click even and click it down. What we'll be making is that we'll be making it two each variable for the shadow quality as well as the post processing. Actually, go ahead and over to the variables and let's create another variable called as a shadow quality. Now this variable should be of type text and also an array. Now we'll be making another variables of a shadow quality index. Then call this as a integer and a single variable. Compile and save. Now this shadow quality index should be represented as a index of 2. Now go ahead and over to this and select the shadow quality text, and here we should create a 4 arrays. In this block we'll be filling a sg.shadow quality block like that. Just make sure you do this. Space and 0. I will be copying this and paste it all the way to 4 blocks and just rename it to 1, 2 and 3. Now what I will be doing is that go over to this and take the shadow quality index and set this up. Now again you need to actually get the graphics quality but not the shadow quality. Now from here you need to subtract it to by 1, here length, then subtract it by 1, then clamp it together, which means that clamp plays a really important role. Which means that actually this clamp is making the value from 0 to the maximum, in our case 2. Actually now what I'm going to do is that after this I will be setting this link for a shadow quality index, drag and from the return node and from the button on click even to this. Now go to your designer view and over to this button where it means a shadow quality, and go and over to this and click on click even. Now do the same as from here, just get the shadow quality index, then shadow not this but the graphics quality, then length and attach this length to here, then integer plus, we will be adding up this and then adding to the clamp. to the maximum node. Then let's set our shadow index and set the return value to there, and the button on click even to this part. And lastly, finally, what we'll be making is that the execute console node, drag it over here and just connect it like that. And also we should connect this. Actually we'll be not that, we'll be forgetting about that, but remember that you need to connect that. And also we'll be making a two reference of a shadow quality and shadow quality index. Now let's get the reference from here. Add it to your shadow quality, then add it to your command node. This time we should actually need to rename this pretty much as a shadow quality settings. Now hit compile and save. Go back to your design view. Now we should make a binding. Just drag this all the way here, and in this between what we'll be making is then adding the shadow quality index, getting the link. Then actually we should add a graphics quality and get it over here. Now just get a reference and add it to the shadow quality settings and add it to the return. One thing, if you notice here, that we have using the graphics quality from the 3 of the cases, it's because we have low to epic. If you want to change that, you can, but you can able to create another and just change this for whatever you want. This does not affect your engine, but this is all what we actually script as a text in this part. Let's go to the design and hop back into the second part, which is actually the post processing. Let's go to the our graph view. Here in here what we'll be making is that we actually want to select the button right here and create a on click event. In this situation we should create a variable called post processing. And change it to the text and a array. Create another variable, call this a save. Post processing index. Change it to a form integer and a single array. Make sure you do this and compile and save. Now the value of the index should be 2. Now click the post processing text and create a 4 more, and here call sg dot post processing quality space 0. I will be copy this and paste it here, change it to 1, then next copy this and then paste it to 2, then here to 3. Before going into this, let's test our shadow quality whether it works. Just hit play and press P, and here if you notice a shadow quality here. What if I do a pick to low? If you look at the background, it changes from a dark gray and black to a no color. If you just see, look at that, the player has no shadow effect. If you look at this, the player actually has a shadow. Let's go over to this and open our option quality. In here what we'll be doing is actually we'll be taking a post processing index and getting the link and making a integer to subtracting it by 1, and also get the link from the graphics quality and add it to the length. Then the factor should go to a increment that's negative, then clamp it together and add the link to the maximum power, and then set the post processing not get, set the post processing and the return node and the on click event. Now actually we should do the a execute command node, and from here we should add a post processing and a post processing the index, then just get text and just get the value of a reference and add it to this and just connect to the command. Then what we'll be doing is just go back to the design and select the button here and go to the here and click on click event, and from here we will be making it as the same as the just get the post processing and make it as a actually we'll be adding it by 1. Then what we'll be doing is we will be getting the graphics and length, then subtracting it by 1, then getting, now add a clamp over here, add it to the maximum point, and then set the post processing, then add it to the return node and the button on click event to this. Actually don't forget to add it over there and compile and save. And but last we have a we actually need to assign the binding, drag it all the way here, and we need a 2 of these post processing and the post processing text and a post processing index. Now get this reference and add it to the link and just connect it to the return node. Now compile and save it. Let's go back to the engine and test it up. If I play and hit P, it should work fine. We getting some error, like we get the actual value of SG post processing quality of 3. Actually I know what we did here is that actually if I go over here and stop this, and then if I click here, you can look at this. We actually use the post processing, but we actually not use the graphics. We'll go ahead and set this graphics quality settings here, and now compile and save. Now it should work fine. If I hit play and press P, it should all give you the same quality. Actually we have almost done all the work. We have a good graphics quality that the player can customize it and do whatever if he want. Then other settings will be also in the soon in the future. Before ending this tutorial, what we'll be doing is, if I hit play and hit P, it should to show our menu and exit out. But here if you just make the game on and just press the P, and the game should run and not stop. What we'll be making is that the game should stop while we hit P. So what we'll be doing is that we actually going to open the from the content, go to the third person BP and open the blueprint and third person character itself. Now in here what we'll be making is that we'll be making a pass menu system. Just go to our press P, press button click event. From we have pressed, we have set the P value and added our create on widget event. Just cancel this event, this node, and actually drag the from the pressed and set game to passed and add it to the create quality widget, and just check this. It's pretty easy. And now compile and save it. Before going into that we actually need some arrangement. Like here we need to actually put like SQ for a SQ1, then this is for a quality post-processing pp1, and that's it. Let's save it. Now what we'll be making, if I go on here and run this part, if I hit P, now the game passes. What if I hit the exit menu? Does the game resume? No, it does not. What I will be making is that the game to resume, where I have put our actually the back node from here. Before that, we actually need to align this. This is of a post processing. Then what we'll be doing is that we actually want to search for this button node, and what we'll be making is whenever the button pressed, what it should do here is should remove all the widget. Just take it off this node and just connect set game to past to false. Now actually connect this and really quick compile and save it. Now if you go and play this and hit P, the game should pause, and if you hit exit menu, the game should come back and resume. Now what you can do here when you play, if you hit P and this does same, now when you notice that you can actually change it to like this cool setting, that you can able to use a color and make it a really cool. By this point we have a working option menu system. We got all the bunch of way to make the reducing the graphics settings will be in the future upcoming videos. Anyway guys, that's pretty much everything. If you like it, then hit that like button. If you dislike it, you know what to do. Consider subscribing and make sure you hit that bell icon for future more updates. Be awesome, keep creating. Nihal Knights EDU signing out.
This video is made possible by my supporters on the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you have follow me on the main social media.